Today we're going to be talking about the dumbest questions in real estate.
Man, just because I ask a lot of questions, you got to start ragging me on the show.
Oh, this one's for you, buddy.
Welcome to the closing table with the Money Guys, Sidney Young and Jared Parrish. This episode is being brought to you by Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com, your source for real estate investment funding. Now, presenting the Money Guys. All right. It is Tuesday, first Tuesday in May.
Yep.
Tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo.
So 4th of May, so May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. This is the closing table of the Money Guys. My name's Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
We're the Money Guys. We got
Yo
Yo
Money.
This show, as you can see, is being brought to you by Allura Financial. AlluraFinancial.com.
Make sure
All right.
you like, share, and subscribe.
Today, like you said, May the 4th be
May
with
the 4th
you.
be with you.
Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo,
Mm-hmm.
where you're supposed to eat mayonnaise or something.
Yep. Put it all on your sandwiches.
Hey, we're broadcasting live from downtown Houston. Look behind us. You see all the cars going by. Christina's back there. Wave.
There she is.
We're actually, the scenery will change soon. They're actually working on our new office right now as we speak. So we're moving to a larger office. So you'll see a different background here soon.
Yes. Hoping sooner than later. But
Yeah, well, they got
It'll
to do
happen.
the thing. You know, they got to do the build out. Oh, you can't
Can't go-
rush perfection.
right, we can't go in with holes in the wall. I need
You
to paint
know,
that stuff.
And so anyway, we're excited about this. It's been a good and crazy month of May, starting out very well.
Yes, and it's already getting hot.
Man,
Hot.
hot,
Like sweaty
Not-
balls hot.
Your ball sweat.
Goddamn right.
Now we're gonna talk about sweating. How low can we go?
Next, we'll talk about the benefits of baby powder.
I just found out what a Brazilian blowout is. I didn't know.
It's a keratin treatment for your hair.
I didn't know
of which
that.
I have none.
I didn't. Anyway, that's
For
another
those out
story.
there in
That's a
radio
whole other
land.
story. So anyway, there's a lot going on in the month of May with Allura Financial. The fix and flips are kicking up. More of these people are taking their properties, cashing out, and using the funds and buying more properties.
People are taking advantage of this booming real
Yeah.
estate business that we've got going on. We've got
Yeah.
everybody and their brother moving into Texas,
and their mother.
and their mother, and they need the money for it. So fortunately enough, they came to the Money Guys.
Man, if you know of anybody selling your property out there anywhere in the United States, get a hold of us. Work you a deal.
Yeah, let us know.
We'll work you a deal. Okay, with that being said, today on the show, Mr. Parrish, that's the gentleman right here.
Got something you're gonna like?
Let's see.
Today we're gonna be talking about the dumbest questions in real estate.
Man, just because I ask a lot of questions, you got to start ragging me
Oh,
on the
this
show.
one's for you, buddy. So, an undisclosed article writer had polled. Get your head out of the gutter. Asked a lot of real estate agents, what are some of the dumbest questions you've ever
I
heard?
guarantee you, I probably asked most of these. I'm serious.
These are some doozies. Now, we've all been in real estate for a while. We've
Yeah.
all heard some stupid questions.
Yeah.
With those questions, those things that make you go, So,
Like, do I really need more than $1,000 in the bank?
Sometimes you're kind of wondering, like, I don't think that they should be able to vote.
You know?
So going through some of these, you're gonna like them. I think we've got more than we're even gonna be able to cover today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's a lot of stupid people out there. So
How do they blend in with smart people like you?
Oh, sometimes you don't even
You
know.
know, it just amazes me,
I mean,
yeah.
the bullshit artists are out there.
Oh, yeah.
But then once they start asking questions, then you're like, you're an idiot. So first one, how do you keep alligators from coming up the toilet?
What's wrong with that question? Hey, the baby alligators can fit in there. What the hell's wrong with that question? I don't see the problem.
No, they're not.
The baby alligator goes in the toilet, gets stuck there, okay? Now he's eating shit, so every day he's growing because he's eating shit.
And it's already digested food, so it's probably even more nutritious.
So one day you go to do your number 2 and flap.
Bam, gonna bite your balls.
All right.
So now, fortunately enough, we do have some smart ass replies from these realtors. So he said, how do I keep them coming to the toilet? He goes, I couldn't answer that question seriously and without laughing. So I made up a weird solution. I said, just pour vinegar down the toilet once a month. They hate that.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I like that.
Oh man! So the next one, do any swingers live in the neighborhood? He said they were swingers and that they were looking, and that was something they were looking for. She said he's unsure. So she countered with, "Well, you could drive around the neighborhood and see. I mean, after all, aren't swingers friendly?"
The irony you're talking. This was on Facebook 3 days ago. A guy had posted that he's a nudist, and it was. I guess he had sent to Realtor. Realtor posted it ain't for me, and he said, "I want to sell my home. It's worth this is some godly awful number off Memorial Drive here in Houston. So those are very expensive homes."
Yeah.
And he says, if the Realtor comes out, that person has to be a nudist as well because he's going to be nude. Now, he'll be gone when they show the home so that they can wear clothes at that time. And the Realtor response is, no, thank you, not interested. What kind of fucking idiot thinks somebody's going to go out there and play that game with him?
I don't know. That's pretty bad, though.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, that was on Facebook.
Yeah, and Facebook probably gets us a lot of good ones. So anyway, next one. Does a car in the driveway come with a house?
Was that a pickup line?
No, actually,
that would be a
this
good
was a
pickup line.
question.
Excuse me, after you had a few drinks, excuse me, ma'am, does the car in the driveway come with the house? No.
I'm sure that's a panty dropper. He says the only way I could answer such a question was with sarcasm. He goes, if the attorney doesn't catch it in the attorney review, then yes, it does.
Funny, yeah.
Morons. I like this one, though. I like this one. Is there anyone buried in the backyard?
That's a legitimate question.
I don't think it's a legitimate question. I mean, is there a dog buried in the backyard? That might have some validity. He goes, I had no reason to believe that the house we were selling had any corpse stashed 6 feet under. So I joked. I said, I'm not aware of anyone buried here, but you could dig it up after you've settled on the property.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't find that funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Or here's one that you would probably ask at a showing.
What's that?
Are there any ghosts in the house?
That I'm definitely asking. You know what? I will spend a night in the house before I buy it.
I bet you would.
I will.
It says here, he goes, I usually respond jokingly at first that there are ghosts, but they're friendly, but then immediately follow with just kidding because people can really be weird about these things.
I am. I'm not freaking buying a goddamn. I don't know how you do that. He sleeps every night in a haunted house.
You know, there are and there are a number of realtors that have even said
felt
a
it in your
haunted
house.
house actually sells better.
Dude, I felt it in your house.
You felt the presence?
I did.
Did you feel the presence?
Don't do that, man. 2 things that get me: ghost and needles. Don't do that, man.
I don't see how you have tattoos then.
Because tattoos different. You're drunk, you're looking, you're trying to be macho. Right?
I guess so, man. He says, I like this one. He goes, I really like this house, but I need to pray on it if that's okay.
I've got that answer tons of times in real estate.
So that's
I need to
one
pray
thing.
on it, yeah.
He goes, all of a sudden, this lady drops down to her knees and starts flailing her arms up in the air, yelling at the top of her lungs, Dear Jesus, please send me a sign. Jesus, send me a sign.
Here it is, your
If I should buy
contract.
this house. He goes, meanwhile, I started slowly inching towards the door, trying to plan my hasty escape. He goes, I ended up waiting outside on the curb for her. About 15 minutes later, she comes out. She was cool, composed, and she said, nah. Nah.
But Jesus gave me these papers for you to
Jesus
sign.
didn't talk to me that day. He was, Jesus probably like, man, I saw the voicemail on there, but I just I didn't get to it in time. He goes, do you think the homeowner would give me this house without a down payment?
No.
Now we've gotten stupid questions like that.
But
now the funny thing is, it has nothing to do with the owner.
Yeah.
That's all part of financing.
Yeah.
But we've had the 100% financing request all the time.
We've got creative financing, created second notes, and done things like that. But those are special relationship type deals.
And so the realtor said, I can't imagine that they would. But then the buyer went on to explain how he took a seminar on how to get the seller to deed the buyer the property without any credit or money. So I asked him, how's that going? Has anybody deeded you a property yet? He goes, no, but it's a numbers game.
I love the positivity. Only 1,000 more.
Oh, my God. I mean, for one, we were talking about morons earlier.
Oh,
He's
that
like,
guy.
Yeah,
I remember
I want to buy this rental property.
Yeah.
But I need 100% financing. But I don't want none of that hard money stuff. I don't want any of the private. I don't want those high rates.
Yeah, don't pull my credit.
I want something about 4%. Yeah, and I don't want to pull credit either. And I need 100% financing.
Yeah,
I want to roll in
and
all
I'm going to close it by this time next week too.
Yeah, you got a week. Get to working. And no origination fee either. I don't want you guys making money off of this.
Get to work.
I love it when they just bark orders at us.
It kills me.
I mean, I understand, we're providing a service, so in theory, you're our boss. I'm with that 100%, but try to work with me, not against me.
Oh,
please,
you're killing me, man.
If you don't mind.
Killing.
I mean, and I'd love to hear if there's any real estate agents listening. Put in the comments. Tell us some about some of your stupid stories. I mean, I'm not saying your stories are stupid. I just mean the stupid.
You
stories.
called them stupid.
Yeah, I did. You moron. Yeah, put that stuff in the comments.
Speaking of stupid, guess what time it is?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is. Time for some stupidity because these people are no longer in business. Be right back.
All across America, computers are changing people's lives, and one company is changing the way people buy them. CompUSA. With the brands you want, all at guaranteed low prices, like Corel Draw 3.0, the easy-to-use all-in-one graphics software. And find any window document in 3 seconds with Phoenix Eclipse Find.
We're everything you're looking for. We're CompUSA, America's computer superstore.
You see, now they're no longer stupid. They're smart. They're doing something else in life.
Right?
We're back.
They went on to the next chapter.
The next chapter. Tell us what we're talking about today.
So we are continuing to talk about some of the stupidest questions in real estate.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, what's some more stupid questions?
Another stupid question. Can I come back at midnight to see how the moon affects my soul? So he goes, although a strange request, I drove over to the home at midnight to let him in. And Stevens, this real estate agent in Beverly Hills, California, he says, so the outcome, he goes, he didn't buy the house because the moon didn't feel right to him.
That's right. The moon didn't feel right.
Yeah, he'd be looking
I have nights like that.
If that happened, he'd be looking at a different moon. I'm telling you. How's my ass look, buddy? You dumb shit. I mean, some people are weird like that.
Yeah, I have to take Fluffy here to see how Fluffy feels about it.
Well, remember we had another strange request.
Yeah, they had to
and
walk
there was
the
one.
dog.
They walked a parrot.
Oh, the parrot.
They had a
yeah.
parrot.
Yeah.
We need to see how the parrot feels. If Polly gets upset, we're not moving in. It's like I'd be sedating that goddamn bird. Polly felt awesome.
Polly got a little doobie in her,
right? I gave her a magic gummy bear. Everything I read, man. Anyway, here's a good question. Why is the garage unfurnished?
That is a good question. Huh?
He goes, because the sellers use it for their cars, not as a living space. And the lady goes, oh.
Never thought of
yeah,
that.
you're right. I never thought of that. It's like,
by the way, do you have another joint?
Yeah.
Memphison's Annex?
Why don't people do everything the way I think they should be done?
Yeah.
I love how entitled so many people are now.
Gosh.
And I'm sure a lot of you real estate agents out there, y'all have heard these before, how just people, they want to be catered to.
This driveway is very small. Where's valet going to be?
I understand that my credit score is a 480, but you need to do what I tell you to do because I'm the customer, and the customer's always right. Customer's always right.
And I'm not paying you any money.
Yeah. And
you work for free.
It's like, hold on, you're only a customer if you actually buy something. Okay. So let's just call a duck right here. Okay. And I'm not selling gum.
We sell money.
Which you couldn't get approved for anyway.
Hey, you would think it's easy to sell money. It's not easy selling money.
No, it does pose its difficulties.
One day I woke up as a young lad at approximately 6 months old and I said, Mommy, I'd like to sell money someday.
Right.
She slapped me and said, good boy.
That's good.
Oh, anyway.
That was funny. I like that. That's good. Did you remember the spanking?
No.
How did that make you feel?
What's next?
Can we close all the blinds and doors and turn off the lights? I just need to see the space at its darkest.
Oh, I like that one.
This guy goes, I was pretty sure this was the end for me. Real estate agent in Brooklyn. He goes, after I said okay, I stood by the front door and held the knob with my hand.
I would too.
No joke. If someone says, no, I want all the lights off. I don't want you to be able to see me at all.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, I'd be weirded out, man.
Like, call me Tammy.
Call me Tammy. That's messed
Oh
up.
man, you know, for one, I mean, legitimately speaking, real estate agents do put themselves at risk, and there have been a lot of them that have been hurt.
Yeah.
In a number of major cities, actually a few in Dallas, there was a serial rapist.
Oh, really?
So I think he turned out to be a serial killer, but he was setting up viewings with female realtors.
He's a serial rapist?
Yeah.
What kind of serial?
Checks. No, but really, that did happen, and they did catch the guy though.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, he's behind bars.
Good.
But yeah, so I'm sure there's been a lot of very funky. All right, next one. Are they taking the wall-to-wall carpet with them?
The wall-to-wall carpet with them.
And so I love his reply. He goes, yes, and the walls that hold it in place. He goes, the pad stays, hence the term, I got a great new pad. Oh, man, I couldn't imagine. I don't know what kind of smart-ass replies I would have.
You wouldn't close a lot of deals.
No, not with these stupid questions. We don't like the listing agent. Can you just get rid of her and do the whole deal yourself? It's like, yeah, let me try to figure that out and stay out of jail. Once again, hey, I've got a 480 credit score. I'm the client.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So,
yeah, that would be wonderful. If just everything worked the way you wanted it to, I think, hey.
I've got a ton more. Go ahead.
You give me one.
Okay. People call us up all the time wanting to do deals, and I had a guy call me up. This was February, just for the snowstorm. And he says he's in San Antonio. So if you're listening, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just making fun of you. Anyway, he says, which I can always tell when they try to take charge of the conversation. What are your rates with that attitude?
Oh, yeah.
What are your rates,
yeah,
man? What do you charge, huh? I'm trying to see who I'm going to use. Okay, hey, not a problem, man. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever done a fixed flip floor? Well, why? Okay, if you have to ask me why I'm asking that question, you've never done a deal before because you already know why I'm asking that question.
Right. He's right.
So there's 15 yards, roughing the passer right there. Second thing I say, because it's part of the risk factor, we go through the equation, determine how many deals you've done, determine if you're higher risk or not. It drives up loan to value. Also, interest rates, things that it has its play. Also, I said, now you know there's going to be a gap on the deal. I said, do you have proof of funds, at least 2 months bank statements to show that you get the money to close and pay closing costs? How much are closing costs? 15 yards, rough and fast. It goes on and on and on.
No, but he asked how much, or did he say what are closing costs?
No, he said how much are
closing costs.
And so anyway, you could tell the guy never done it. And there's nothing wrong with that. If it's your first one.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah, but here, the question he asked just really, threw me off. I said, have you got a property on a contract yet? He said, how do you go about doing that? Well, he said, how do you do that? And
yeah, that major penalty flag.
And I'm like, what do you mean, how do you do that? I'm lost for
How
words.
do you do it? You tell me how to do it?
How you do that, man? Can you
you
do
do
that for me? Can you do that for me?
And I think it's funny when it's a newbie, which is fine. We work with a lot of
We're ragged newbies.
No. We work with a lot of new investors. And if this is a career path that you want to get into, my hat's off to you. That's wonderful. But it's funny when you get someone who's brand new, they're asking the dumb questions, but then they try to act like they're well experienced and they start throwing
I
in
can take the
lingo.
dumb questions with a guy with a good attitude that's trying to learn.
Well, if it's someone, yes, no.
Yeah.
Let me, that's what I'm trying to clarify. It's not the just they're admitting, hey, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
What is escrow? What I've heard this thing points before. What is that all
Yeah.
about? I get that, and we answer those questions all the time. But it's when you get a newbie that doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, and he's trying to act like he's, like he's a well experienced, and they start using dropping lingo.
Well, and
terms.
here's the thing: for those people out there that are watching, going, "Who the fuck are you guys? Go fuck yourself." Let me tell you. If you've done nothing but traditional lending all your life and you think you know private funding because you've done traditional lending all your life, you don't.
Yeah.
It's a whole different monster, man. It really is. And it's actually on a good side.
I got one. We were doing a deal for an investor who used to be a traditional loan officer.
We are?
Yeah. Well, this was a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
And he hits me up. He's like, Why haven't I received my loan estimate yet?
Dude,
He goes, you have only so many days to provide me with a loan estimate. It's like, this isn't regulated by NMLS. Sorry. No,
and there's not people that are in that mode. That's great. You've done traditional lending all your life. You're used to full docs. You're going to see our process so much simpler and easier. And you're not going to wait 60 days to close. We'll close you in a freaking week on a fix and flip. So, it's a whole different world. Yeah, you mother. Oh, anyway. So, what are some more stupid questions?
The seller did not disclose that the neighbor is a drunk. He passed out on our front lawn. Can we sue the previous owner?
I don't know your neighbor's selling his house.
Dick.
Your neighbor's selling? Wow, okay.
He goes, let me check the drunk clause on your contract. Oh, it's right here. It says you're an idiot. I love that response. That'd be some shit I'd say. Yeah. No, let me check the drunk clause in your contract. Yeah, it's right here.
You're a freaking idiot.
Can we put a window over the fireplace to increase the light?
It makes sense to me.
Over the fireplace. Yeah. His response, great idea. And then you won't have to pay for your dead canary to go to college.
Fucking dumbass. The
oh,
gas.
Man, the smartasses are alive today.
Canaries smell gas, and they die. That's how you know it's a gas leak.
Yeah.
See, back in the miner days, they used to take canaries with them down the mines.
Yeah.
And if a canary died, it was either gas or we forgot to feed the little bastard.
Yeah, right? That's when you're like, hold on. Did anyone feed them?
I didn't. Chuck, you were supposed to.
I think I did. What do you mean you think you did, man?
Explain it. Getting tired.
Yeah. Will the lender let us move in and then defer mortgage payments until after we've done some decorating?
Well, of course. What's
of
wrong?
course, Mr. and Mrs. Wackadoodle. I'm sure your happiness is a payment enough.
Wackadoodle.
Oh, man, yeah. Just as long as they know that you're happy and the home finds its zen, then that's all they need.
That's all that matters.
They're in the business to give away the money. You don't really have to pay it back. Yeah, whatever. Wonderful questions. Can I put my Rolex as a good faith deposit?
Of course.
Certainly. Why don't you jump into the old VW bus and drive over to the lender with an ounce of that pot that you've been smoking?
I don't know that.
Oh, Jesus. Now, we've gone through all these. I've got a really good one for to wrap this up. So we've got another little defunct.
The defunct commercial. The word defunct means they gone. We'll be right back.
The guest room always seems to be full during the holidays, and we always seem to need sheets and towels. Thank goodness Mervyn's always has a white sale before Christmas. Right now, their entire stock of sheets and towels is 20 to 50% off. There's a good selection of sheets in flannel, cotton, and percales. Also towels including Celebration in colors you can mix or match. Our guests aren't the only ones with new sheets and towels. Santa's giving me some, too. You'll find lots of great gift ideas at Mervyn's today.
We are back like Uncle Jack. All right, we have one more, then we're going to talk about a little something. So go ahead with your last one.
So, probably the stupidest question in real estate.
Yeah.
Will the sellers be taking the septic system with them?
You're full of shit.
No. And the reply to this was fucking comedy gold. What? He goes, not unless they have shit for brains or in the fertilizer business.
Some people's children should have never made it past the birthing table, but oh well.
Yeah,
okay.
I know, right? I mean, that's when you're like,
we're not smartest guys in the world. He is, I'm not. But
in the world. In the world.
I don't care what game you're in. You may be a plumber, and you're the smartest plumber out there.
That means you know how to plumb.
You see? See, I told you, he's third grade, top of his class.
I'm smart. It's because I'm smart. Mama said so.
Mama said so. Okay, so check this out. No matter what it is, we don't always have all the answers, but we get creative sometimes. He talked about people wanting this 100% financing. There is no 100% financing inside your mom and dad. Now, if you have a relationship with the seller, there's possibly 100% financing.
Yeah.
We can carry a second note.
But
we
I'm
get
telling
creative
you,
on the deal. And we've done those type of deals.
It's gonna get expensive.
It's going to, it does cost a little more, but we make it happen. Now, also, if you have never done a fix and flip before, and you say, I want to do a fix and flip, I watch all these shows, I can do this and make some money, that's okay. Go to YouTube. Believe it or not, YouTube, yes. Research fix and flips, do your things. Call someone like us or whoever you call.
No, call us.
Well, call us.
Call us.
Allure Financial,
If you've got a good deal,
AllureFinancial.com.
call us. If it's a good deal and you think it's going to pass muster, call us. Even if you're a first-time flipper, give us a call. We can handle this for you. We
But
work with newbies all
one
the time.
thing,
We
go
will
to-
make fun of you later.
The most important thing, yeah, we're going to do that. Most important thing you need to learn is go to YouTube and figure out how to do your comparables, your comps, because there's going to be questions asked of you. How much is a property worth? What's the ARV? How much you need in rehab? Those questions you can't guess at. You have to know.
Can I add a little to that?
What's
because I do want to put this little disclaimer in there. There's a lot of people that want to get into it, and they've got a friend that's a realtor. They've been a realtor for 3 or 4 years, and they rely on the realtor to do comps and to come up with values. Some realtors are really good at it, but most of the time, when it's the realtor that's pulling the values on everything, not only are they off by a little, they're off by miles.
Yeah, realtors are busy. They just don't have time to run free CMAs for people.
Yeah, and when you're running those comps, if you have a realtor friend that does it, okay, that's cool and everything, but you really need to look into it. You want to make sure that all of the comparables that you're putting on this list are within about a mile of each other. You want it all close. We had one where it was South Houston, and he was pulling comps from West Houston, North Houston, other cities. All
you need
over
a
the
mile,
place.
no more than 2 miles within 400 square feet up or down the primary subject property square footage. Similar amenities, meaning if you got stucco on outside, don't put hardy plank homes and brick homes. Get stucco homes. If you got a clay tile roof, find other clay tile roofs.
and don't compare that to the brand new homes across the street.
Yeah.
If yours was built in 1965 and it's still a 1965
And these are
home,
homes that have sold within the last 6 months.
yes, or at least a year.
At least a year.
At
yeah.
least a year.
Preferably 6 months,
Yeah.
but at least a year.
So-
that's your comps, man, because what's going to really screw up your game is when you throw out numbers you're like, it's worth about. When say about, you as an investor need to know exactly what it's worth because you're making an offer on this. This is money. This ain't like Monopoly. This is real money. So you got to know your numbers. Most important thing to know is how much is the property worth. I don't give a crap what they're selling it for.
And
how much is it worth?
And don't try to estimate what your profit margin is going to be. You need to dig in and find the real numbers. And a lot of people are going to look things like finance charges, closing costs,
holding cost.
Your cost.
Are you doing 20 grand rehab? Or are you doing 100 grand in rehab? You're doing 100 grand in rehab.
Your real estate commissions,
holding costs,
or let's say they put together a budget of $20,000 when it really should have been $40,000. You want to build in a buffer there. If it is your first time, work with someone who's done it before.
My penalty flag goes up when I get a $250,000 deal with only 10 grand in rehab, man. And not that it doesn't. Just I think there's things that have been overlooked in those.
And work with a general contractor that's been in business in the same city no less than 5 years, that's licensed and bonded. Have him come out, do the walkthrough with you, and have him give you a quote.
Yeah.
Because if he's off on his numbers, you can rip him a new asshole. So
what if he likes his old asshole?
Hey, he's going to lose it because he's about to get a new one.
Oh, okay, good.
Hey, but he's going to have the experience that's going to help guide you to where you need to.
I've always said at the end of every show, call us, man. We are just two guys, been doing this for a long time. We'll give you our opinion. You take our opinion and say, y'all a bunch of dumbasses. Hang
Take the
up.
information for free. Just take it. We're giving it to you.
You go, you know what? That ain't bad. I appreciate the free third-party information and run with it. Most of the time they hang up and say, fuck you, dumbasses.
Yeah, I think we especially when we tell them, give them information or give them facts that they didn't want to know.
That's the problem.
Yeah, they're just
okay.
like,
This has been the Closing Table with Money Guys. I'm Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
We're the Money Guys. We got
Your money.